Hey everyone, before we get started talking about the Common App, we wanted to let you know that you can calculate your chances of admission at a variety of different schools using our chanting engine. First, you'll start by completing your chanting profile with information that's reflected throughout the Common App, such as GPA, testing, and extracurricular activities. From there, you can use CollegeVine's Hub tool to see your chances and information about different schools, such as cost, majors, and more. Visit the link in the description below to sign up and see your chances today.
Next up, we'll go to the testing section. So in the testing section, you're basically just going to enter all your standardized tests that you plan on entering. Now, keep in mind that most of these colleges are going to be asking you whether or not you plan to apply with a test or without. So if you're applying test optional to all your schools, you don't really need to enter many tests here. If you're applying with a test to some and without a test to the other, you have to enter the test here and then choose on a school-by-school basis. And if you're applying to sort of a few schools, test optional. If you're applying to all of your schools with a test, then you'll just enter your your tests here and then give them to all the schools, obviously. So that's kind of the framework that you can use, right? And keep in mind that if you self-report your tests here, you still have to report them on the Common application. You still have to send in the official score reports as well. So just reporting a test on the Common application doesn't guarantee that you're going to be able to sort of have your test reviewed by the school. Many schools will use this information, but they're not going to officially assess your test scores until you also submit an official score report. Right. And the last thing is, obviously, if you're an international student, if you have like board exams or something like that, that's where colleges will take this into account and then weight that more heavily in your admissions process as international applications, right? So this is official score reports, for example, right? And so you'll kind of go from there. Now, in this case, say that you want to send a few tests, right? And basically, you're just going to click here and select all the tests that you're planning on submitting. So in this case, let's say I'm planning on submitting SAT and an SAT subject test. Well, for each of these exams, right, you obviously are going to report your scores here. Now, one thing you want to keep in mind is that if any of your schools do not allow, say, for example, a score choice, right, which is the thing that allows you to choose which of your scores to submit, or if any of your schools don't allow you to have, don't allow you to basically use, super scoring, right? You just want to make sure that you're submitting your reporting scores here that you will submit on your score report. Like if a score is going to be on your official SAT score report that you submit to at least one of your colleges, you may as well just report it here, right? So say, for example, you took the test twice, you'll be asked to enter your test date and number of tests you've taken in the past, as well as any future sittings you plan on taking, right? And whether or not you took the essay, it's up to you. You're going to enter your reading score, your math score, both your highest score, and then your highest combined score and your combined date. So it's really up to you. All right, so that's kind of the way that the SAT works. Same with the ACT, right? You're going to do something very similar with the ACT. And then we'll just quickly show that off to you guys. So with the ACT, very much the same principle, right? If you wanted to submit your ACT score instead, all you do is you kind of pull this up. You'd go through the number of past scores you wish to sort of submit, right? So you want to submit 2, taken with writing, whatever, right? Composite score, English score, math score, reading score, science score, writing score, etc. So again, pretty straightforward. SAT subject tests are very similar. For your international students, you're going to have to report your IELTS and your TOEFL scores in a very similar manner, right? As you take your SAT subject tests, date, subject, etc.